A very good morning to all my dear students of class 7. This is the last class on the first chapter, Sindbad the Sailor, from your long reading text, The Arabian Nights. Okay. So in the previous classes, 6 classes, I explained to you, I have told you the story of the 6 voyages that is said to Hindbad the Porter by Sindbad the Sailor. So today is we will know about the 7th voyage. So after returning from 6th voyage, Sindbad was quite contented with his life in Baghdad. But one day, the Caliph sent one messenger, one emissary to Sindbad's place because he wanted to give back some gift to the King of Indies, who has sent a lot of gift for Caliph. And Sindbad went to the went to Caliph's palace, and he told Caliph that he is not ready to go for another voyage, but Caliph, the ruler of Baghdad, just told him that he wants something to be given back to the King of Indies, who had already given a lot of gifts to Caliph. So at last, Sindbad agreed to go. So Sindbad took all the gifts to the King of Indies, and the King of Indies was very happy, and he felt a lot of pleasure to receive all the gifts from Sindbad. And after receiving all these gifts from Sindbad, he also gave a lot of gifts for Caliph again in return. And then Sindbad said to the King of Indies that he wants to return to Baghdad. And the King of Indies arranged a ship for Sindbad to return to Baghdad. Meanwhile, in the journey, they were constantly attacked. Time and again, they were attacked by the pirates for 3 days. And Sindbad could not manage to escape. He was again taken as slave by the pirates. And this time, he became a slave to a merchant. This merchant, who treated Sindbad well, when he got to know that Sindbad can use bow and arrow and go for shooting and kill animals with his bow and arrow, he took him for hunting. And this merchant placed him on the top of a tree in order to kill the elephants who are there in that forest, in that place, and whose task was the thing that the merchant wanted to be collected. So Sindbad was sitting on the top of the tree, waiting for the herd of elephants to come, or sometimes one single elephant used to come, whom Sindbad used to attack and kill. And this is something Sindbad used to do for the merchant. So first, when he did, he went back to the merchant. The merchant was very happy at Sindbad's success of hunting the elephant. Then Sindbad has shot on a lot of elephants, so whom they buried at a certain place. Okay, and the merchant became richer and richer because of those tasks that were collected there. They only took the task of the elephant, and the body and the flesh were buried at a place. One day, a herd of animals came to the tree where Sindbad used to sit and hunt the elephants. One of the elephants uprooted the tree, and Sindbad fell. And that elephant took Sindbad on his back and took him to the place where there were a lot of bones of elephants thrown here and there, to make Sindbad feel that what he is doing, he is just mercilessly hunting those elephants in order to have the task. So Sindbad realized and was just wondered to see the wisdom of the those elephants, and he went to the merchant and told the merchant about it. Now, the merchant was a good person. He agreed to the fact that he became so and so rich just because of Sindbad, who only was able to shoot the elephants and have the task with which the merchant has become very rich. The merchant promised Sindbad that he would give back his share, and not only that, he will make him free. He will no longer be a slave. So Sindbad was now agreed by the merchant to set free. Now Sindbad wanted to go back to Baghdad. This merchant was a friendly merchant. He arranged one ship full of tasks to return to Baghdad. They were waiting, and while waiting for the ships to come, there also they went to the mountains and hunted elephants and took their task. And the ship which Sindbad took for returning to Baghdad was full of tasks. So many tasks were there, and the merchant promised to give 50% share of those tasks to Sindbad. So Sindbad returned to Baghdad with a lot of food that were given to him in order to eat by the merchant. The merchant was so good that he gave the amount of money that was required to return to Baghdad. He gave food, he gave half the share of the tasks. So Sindbad, after a pleasant journey, returned to Baghdad and told all the stories to the Caliph. The Caliph knew Sindbad to be a truthful person. For that he believed all, and the Caliph again told all these stories to be written on gold, on the gold and to be hung in the palace, because these adventurous stories are a treasure to a particular land, to a particular country, that the people of this country has achieved so much. So all these things were documented on a gold plate, and it was kept in the palace. So Sindbad was very happy. Sindbad's family was also very happy to have Sindbad back, and Sindbad had enough amount of money to live the rest of his life in peace. So these are the 7 stories that are told by Sindbad to Hindbad, and Sindbad promised to Hindbad that he will become his friend for the rest of his life. Okay, no matter that all his stories are over, but Hindbad is always welcome to Sindbad's house to dine with him, and he will always remain a good friend of Sindbad, and Hindbad have to the Hindbad was now at such a position that he would not have to work so hard for earning his living. Okay, so this is a nice story where we got to know about the various adventures that were undertaken by Sindbad. All the stories are told to Hindbad the porter, and the thing is that Sindbad is such a person who valued friendship. He is not only a rich person who is happy with his own treasures, he is always ready to help others. And he valued friendship, he understood the problems of others, he is always eager to help others, and he is always ready to face any challenges that comes in front of him. So this is the story of Sindbad the Sailor, the 7 stories. So all these things are done, and the first chapter ends with, "That was a good story," said the Sultan, "but the night is only half over. I know you have another one to tell." Of course, Shahrazade had. So this is how the storyteller ends the story. So I hope, students, you have enjoyed this, and you are only left with questions that are there at the back of the chapter. There are 8 questions. Okay, so no need to be so much worried about writing these answers. I hope I have explained all these questions to you, all the chapters thoroughly to you, and I would request you all to read them thoroughly time and again. Okay, You read them. Don't worry about the questions. I will give all the answers to you, which you will prepare in a very good manner so that you can answer them. So read the chapters and do it. And in the next class, now so the first chapter is done. Now in the next class I will do something from grammar. I will do 2 or 3 chapters from grammar. Then I will do 1 or 2 chapters from your Living English book. Then meanwhile the second chapter from this book I will start. Understood? So this is the first chapter which is done. I will return to grammar and the main literature book, main course literature book, and then again I will return to it. So have a good day. Bye.